So honestly, there's not that much drone unless you're actually in like a lower gear. Like if I go to downshift and I'm kind of getting on it, obviously there's a little bit of drone vibration, but then as soon as you kind of get into it, it kind of goes away. Now of course I'm stuck behind a trailer, so I can't really do anything right now. Was he turning? Oh, the person in front of him. Oh yes, he's turning. Nice. Uphill. Today's video is essentially to show you guys the sound that I received after putting on the Super 10's as my mid-mufflers, as well as the Carven tips, versus what it sounded like with my old setup. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Anthony. If you've already been subscribed to the channel, welcome back. If you've already seen the last video I did of my exhaust, you'll already know that I had 40 series Flowmasters as my mid-mufflers, and I still had the rear resonator to delete. If you haven't seen that video, I'll add it right here. Essentially in the video I talked about how I was content with the sound, but I still had freedom to do more with it down the road. Well, it's down the road. I needed to get my tips welded on that I just purchased, and they had to redo the back anyways because the old pipes that were on there right now were lined up for the rear valance that used to be on the car. Now I have the police valance with actually the rounded holes, not the fake tips. So I said, you know what, they have to do the back anyways, screw it, let's do the whole thing. So I looked into other mufflers to get a little bit more sound out of it. I looked into Borla, MagnaFlow, other Flowmaster ones, and it ended up settling on these Super 10's. And trust me, I think I made the right decision. I'll let you guys hear for yourselves. You know what? I think I made the right decision. So I got the 5-inch ceramic coated tips directly from Carven's website, and when I had them installed, I was amazed at actually how it sounded. With the sound resonance, it's exactly what I was going for. And for people that don't think the tips actually make that much of a difference, I even took a shot at what it sounded like before I had the tips installed. So before I got this done, as you can see from my calculations, I was having a little bit more of a droney sound, less desirable coming out of the rear. As for my exhaust, you can see that the sound waves are actually kind of like vibrating right here, plus the Carven coming out, vibrating here, echoing, yes. So with this new setup with the Super 10's as the mid-mufflers, you can hear a major difference in the sound compared to the 40 series. Obviously the tips do help as well, but the idling is exactly what I was going for, that nice Hemi rumble, and even getting on it, lower RPMs, higher RPMs, it still keeps a beautiful tone. You can see it's almost non-existent for sound and drone when you're in the lower gear. I mean, I'm in 5th gear right now, just cruising through a bumpy road. But as soon as you get on it and downshift, no turn on red. Oh, green light, let's go. Spot where I wanted to film the flybys. There's a guy mowing right now, so it's probably not going to happen today. the shifts now are so much more raspy than they were before, especially at wide open throttle, and even at cruising speed, they still are really smooth. The car does feel like it's able to actually exhale better, and I actually do feel it just free flowing more, especially when I'm getting on it. I did have a little problem with getting the tips put on because of the fact that they are 5-inch tips. They did not fit directly into the police valves that I replaced to be able to actually fit around tips in, but I will make a separate video on how I was able to actually modify it to make them fit. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button so I know I'm doing something right. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and dislike it and leave a comment below of what I can work on better. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Instagram at BrandAutoMedia, and I'll see you guys in the next one.